Hi guys, this is Rick Cruz from Pro Value Media. I just want to introduce our first guest today. Our guest is Gabriela Fernandez from Lolitas Bistro Restaurant. Lolitas Bistro Restaurant has been around for 7 years. They do provide a very exquisite and different type of cuisine that they have been around the city here. They always talk about always fresh, never frozen, and they always have some really cool meals that you guys can have there. Some of their favorites are the international cuisine that they have, like their veggie quesadillas and their tostadas and the sapicon. They have, the list goes on and on. I've tried a bunch of stuff in there. Everything's very tasty. So without further ado, I wanted to introduce Miss Gabriela Fernandez.
Hello. Hi, Rick. Thank you for having me. I'm here.
Perfect. Great. So, hey, I just wanted to, again, I know we've been talking throughout the week how everything's been going on, and I see that you guys have been doing really good on social media as far as putting your restaurant out there and seeing what you guys have been doing so far. And I wanted to just reach out to you and number one, applaud your efforts, because I know it's very tough navigating right now the way everyone's doing, trying to do more with less. And that's
totally true.
And I know that you guys are pretty much your type of restaurant is very unique. You guys have brunch and again an international cuisine with a full bar behind you. I can see behind you. It looks really cool. And what I wanted to mention was obviously because of COVID-19 and the regulations that are going on, you guys have had to adapt very quickly to change your business model to, number one, stay open, and of course, have everybody still working and stuff like that. So one of the things that we saw that you guys are doing is offering to-go service. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, Rick. I think all restaurants that have been able to remain open are in the same situation, right? We're doing to-go, and we're trying our very best. And so, yep, that is our situation, our current situation. Everything's to-go. We take everything outside. Clients don't even have to come in the restaurant. We take them outside to their car.
Yeah, I saw that you guys have well, right now, today it's raining, but on sunnier days, you guys have like a canopy and stuff, but you guys are...
Yeah, we try to set up just for convenience and just for looks. We try to set up a little to-go drive-through with a canopy with our logo. So just to try to, anything that we can do right now to try to get the word out so people can see us, that we're here, that we're open, because it is, it's strange times.
It is. It really is. And that's why I was reaching out to you guys, because obviously you guys have been out there doing a bunch of things. And if you don't mind me asking, obviously with all these regulations that are coming out, what is your staff doing to, obviously for public safety and for your safety as well? I know you guys have everyone's required, your mouth and nose to be covered. What else are you guys doing besides that, just so people can feel a little safer about what's going on?
Definitely. Well, first of all, we have a gallon of antibacterial in each of our entrances. It's outside, so that every time that one of our employees goes outside, he sanitizes his or her hands. Everybody's using face covers. Everybody's using gloves. And we have a sanitizing solution that we use constantly throughout the day. Every couple of minutes, we're sanitizing the doors, sanitizing the surfaces that we're using. We're not using any of our tables, but we're still cleaning constantly and throughout, just to try to be as precautious as we possibly can.
Absolutely. That's pretty much what it's about right now. Pretty much, I know I find myself here in the office cleaning surfaces. No one's really in the office. We have very few people, but the few people that come in, we're constantly cleaning surfaces over and over and over, so I know what you mean by just that constant, just wiping down surfaces and stuff. So I also wanted to talk to you also about, I know I had reached out to several restaurateurs, and a lot of them were struggling to, obviously, everyone is struggling to keep up with the times and do those stuff, and change their business model. That's what everyone has to do. And one of the things that I think most restaurants have started doing, if they haven't, is limiting their menu. Is that something that you guys have done as well? Obviously not offering the full menu, but certain things. Is that kind of what you guys are doing at the moment?
Yeah, well, since this all came out so fast and we've had to, adapt to this new business model in like days, a day, pretty much from one day to the other, we have had to cut down our inventory. Not that much, maybe possibly, I would say about 90% of our menu is still available, but we do have a few things that are not, just because since we have such a large inventory, and since, our usual operation is completely different, we've just had to cut back a little bit so that we don't have a lot of food that's just going bad on us and we're having to spend on inventory that we can't use.
Right. It's about, I guess, reducing your food costs and maximizing what you can have. And that's what the limited menu is for. Great. Yeah. 'Cause
Exactly.
I did reach out to a couple of them and everybody was like, well, we can't have all this. And I was like, well, you can do these type of things, reduce your menu. And the other thing that I saw that people were doing is also making more family sized portions.
Yes.
That's something that I see is happening very well. And I also wanted to reach out, or mention to you that, you guys are doing a really exceptional job of not only of keeping your business operating and your employees employed, but also marketing yourselves on Facebook and on Instagram, especially on Instagram. And you guys have done really, really good, awesome work, putting out content like that. And that's something I wanted to put hats off. I know many restaurants that I've reached out to have just kind of stayed silent. And I've reached out to them, even if they're closed, I've said, you still got to put something saying that we're still here and we'll be back or something like that, So some of the things that I saw on Instagram on Facebook, that you guys took a very different approach that I thought was really cool, was offering little quick recipes for people at home that you want to do it. So, and you're mentioning them. And right now I'm on your Facebook page. Can you see that on the screen?
Yes, I can see. Yes, Rick.
Perfect. So yeah, right now I'm gonna mute it though, so it'll be playing in the background. But this is yourself here talking about a cauliflower ceviche recipe that you guys put online, and it was really, really cool. I mean, I watched it like 3 times already, and every time I see it, my mouth gets watery just looking at all those
ingredients. That's awesome. We're doing a good job then.
Yes. I mean, it definitely helps, And one of the things that I wanted to mention that you guys are doing is because it's very unlikely that a restaurant would put out the recipes out there, but we are living in uncertain times right now, right? And we definitely want to be in front of our customers, right? And this definitely helps. It keeps you top of mind. That's the important thing. And look at that cauliflower; it looks really good. Wow. So yeah, I mean, what are the things are you guys doing differently on social media that you weren't doing before? Are you doing now?
Yeah, well, the videos, basically, those are the main things. I mean, I think right now is a time where, it's been a difficult time for us and for other restaurateurs, for so many businesses, where at least we've been able to maintain open to survive through these, tough and uncertain times. And so the first thing that I thought is, how am I going to be able to keep my audience engaged? How can I keep our viewers, our customers that follow us on social medias engaged in wanting to see what we are doing? And so what I thought of is doing videos, tutorials, just like this one on that you're playing right now, the cauliflower ceviche. I've also done mojito recipe tutorial. And then I just made another one that I haven't uploaded yet for a body scrub. So I think right now is just the time to pretty much think outside of the box and be creative with our content, with what we post out there. Because at first I thought like, okay, firstly, it's all to go, we're offering to go. But once a week goes by and people know that we're already offering to go, what else? What else can we tell people? What else can we, what else can we show that we're doing other than we're doing to go? Because all restaurants are doing to go.
Right. Yeah. And one thing I also wanted to another thing I want to mention, I know you guys do a really, really good job of marketing yourself, not only on social media, but you guys also have a website that has your menu on there. And we're looking at that right now. So people can go online and look at your menu and give you a call to place that order.
Yes.
The other thing that I know, because I'm part of that list that you guys email me to, but you also have your own emailing subscribing list, right? Where people have subscribed into your own subscriber list, and basically you provide regular updates to your clients like that. And I wanted to mention that because obviously right now is we've always been preaching that you need to talk to your audience and number one, build the audience and then talk to them continuously. And one of those things is email marketing, right? And you guys do a really, really good job of it. I know before all this, you also were doing the Mercadito Fest as well, right?
Yep.
And you guys are doing a really good job, of course, of emailing messages, basically status updates, because not everyone's always on social media. Some people receive information different ways. And it also serves as a reminder, even if they saw it on social media, when they check their email, it pops up. What can you tell me more about what you guys do for emails. I know, I just know what I receive on this end, but
Yep.
that you guys are doing on that end.
Right. So ever since we started the restaurant 7.5 years ago, we've always been very consistent in trying to get people's email. So customers, when they come in the restaurant and they pay their tab, we always have a little a paper that just gives the customer the option to leave their email if they're interested in receiving our newsletters or information for things that are going on, events and such. And so we've actually been very successful with that. And throughout the years, I think we've already built about a little over 4,000 emails, which is pretty awesome. Yeah. And we don't send emails very often because I find sometimes if it's too many emails too often, people will, unsubscribe or whatever. But we will send maybe one email once every month or so with whatever's going on at the restaurant at that time, events, special dinners, or the Mercadito Fest, things like information that we just want to pass along to our email subscribers. So just to always be in touch with our subscribers and our fans, our clients.
That's awesome. And that's really, really cool. 4,000 emails, that's amazing. Not a lot of people, especially restaurants, can say that. I mean, that's great. That's really, really big.
Takes consistency. It hasn't been easy, but it definitely has been part of being consistent with being on top of the emails for all these years. It's easy to lose track and just kind of leave it on the side. But, I guess I've done a good job with that.
No, yes, you have. And if I may just double back to the videos, I was looking at it. And for the people that think that they need all this fancy equipment and this and that, I've always told them that you don't need the fancy lights. You don't need a fancy camera. All you really need is just yourself, really, and just
your phone.
Exactly. And some of the videos that you did, like I said, it's just so much, a lot, especially nowadays, the phones are so, what's it called? They have really good cameras that you can do a lot of things with it. So you really don't need anything else but your phone, really. Is that correct? Is that what you guys are doing at the moment?
That's true. Yes, exactly. We're not using any kind of, special fancy equipment, none of that. We're using a simple phone.
That's awesome. And the videos still look great. It's just a matter of doing a little practicing. One thing I encourage everyone out there, whoever's listening, is that it's never going to be perfect. Just important thing to get started with something, and little by little, with time, things will get better. Your content will get better. That's what I wanted to mention. Well, that's really, really great. I know you're really busy. I know you're still taking orders and you're working out, and still, hustling out there. But again, I wanted to thank you for the time to reach out to us and talk with us a little bit about how your restaurant is doing and what you guys have been doing. But aside from that, I mean, that's great. Thank you for having us.
No, thank you. Thank you, Rick. Thank you for having us in your conversation. And, very nice talking to you.
Likewise. And if you don't mind, how can your audience find you, number one, on Facebook, Google, and how can they call to order from you?
So people can get a hold of us at our number, 956-568-5334. You all can check out our menu at www.lolitasbistro.com. And we're on social media, Instagram and Facebook at Lolitas Bistro.
That is awesome. Once again, thank you so much. And again, stay safe, and we'll be talking very soon.
Thank you.